Hello everyone, welcome to the online class once again. So in this chapter we are going to learn the state government. In previous class we already learned, yes, the organs of the union government, isn't it? So among them we discussed about the president, prime minister, president along with the vice president, prime minister, isn't it? So we'll move for the next topic, that is the state government or the state executive. The state executive and the union executives are most important than judiciary and along with legislature. Yes, see here, the state executive. The state executive consists of the governor of the state. Yes, his executive consists of the governor of the state, the chief minister and his council of ministers. Chief minister and his council of ministers. Generally, its composition and functions are similar to the union executive. How the union executive used to play the role, in the same way the state executive is also plays the role. Yes. So after this, in state executive, the governor was the important person. Yes. So the first member of the, yes, or either we can call it like wait, let me tell you, I'll tell you, the first citizen of the state. Yes, governor is also called the first citizen of the state is governor only. Okay, governor is the first citizen of the state. Yes, how the first citizen of the country is president, in the same way the governor is also considered as the first citizen of the state. Yes, next year the president the governor is the constitutional head of the state executive, but in actual working the chief minister is the chief executive. Yes, the governor is a constitutional head of the state, but all the working all the government means here the minister and his council members are very important. Okay, the president nominates the governor whose term of 5 years. Yes, in the same way how the president, vice president and the prime minister and even the chief ministers are having the 5 years term. Yes, they can rule the state. Yes, they can rule up to 5 years. In the same way, the governor is also having the term, the ruling time or the ruling period of the 5 years. Okay, the qualifications of the government or the governor. Okay, we'll call him as a governor only. Governor should be a citizen of India. He must and should be a person of India or the citizen of India. Should have completed 35 years of age. He should have completed his 35 years of age, should not be a member of either parliament or the state legislature. Yes, the powers of the governor. Which are the powers he is having? Yes, the governor appoints the chief minister and on his advice means on the advice of the chief minister, he also appoints the rest of ministers. Yes, the bill approved by the legislative houses needs the assent of the governor to become a law. When the president dissolves the state government and imposes the president's rule in the state, the governor takes charge of administration of the state. When the president dissolves the or imposes the president's rule in a state, when they used to impose the rule in a state, at that time governor takes the charge of the administration of that particular state. Okay, each and every state is having a chief minister, in the same way each and every state is having governor also. Yes, so this governor was appointed by the president. Next comes the chief minister. Do you know who is at present who is the chief minister of our Karnataka? Yes, everybody know about that one, isn't it? So today's at present the chief minister of Karnataka is B.S. Yediyurappa. Yes, the chief minister is the head of the state government. The governor appoints the leader of the party or the group that gains majority in the election for legislative assembly as the chief minister. Yes, the chief minister's powers and the functions. The governor appoints the ministers on the advice of the chief minister. The chief minister has the power to allocate the departments to the ministers or change the departments. The chief minister has the power to drop the ministers. He can drop, any time he can drop or he can remove from the assembly that particular minister. He is having all kind of rights in the state. Yes, he plays an important role in maintaining good relationship between center and the state. He is the center person, important person who used to maintain the relationship between the center government along with the state government. Yes, so after this chief minister will learn the functions of the courts. Yes, but before going to that, let me tell you one thing chief minister is major powered person in our state, more than governor. Okay, the governor will appoint the chief minister and his members of the ministers. Yes, on the advice of the chief minister only the governor used to appoint the ministers. Yes, next comes our judiciary. Our judiciary means, let's see. Okay, the qualifications and the functions of the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court and the Chief Justice of the High Court and the functions of the subordinate courts and the Lok Adalat are explained. Yes, so see here we'll move the componencies, the competencies. Understanding the role of judiciary in the administration of the state, understanding the Indian judicial system along with understanding the collecting information about the courts at different levels. Means this is the judiciary introduction. Yes. Now what I told you about regarding judiciary, the componencies and our judiciary, that is the introduction of the judiciary. Okay. The independent system that interprets law and passes its judgment is only called judiciary. Yes, the independent system. What is the meaning of judiciary? The independent system that interprets law and passes the judgment. That is only called judiciary. Yes. Law and judiciary play an important role in administration of the each and every state. Yes. The functions of the courts. Yes. If the judiciary is always belongs to the system of courts like Supreme Courts. Yes. Whether they were a high courts or Lok Adalat or subordinate courts. Yes. So these all the court system used to belongs to the judiciary system. Yes. The courts interpret the laws framed by the legislator. They give judgments relating to disputes between individuals and between individual and the government. They perform the important tasks of protecting the life, property, dignity and rights of the citizens. The courts are not controlled by the legislator or the executive. They function impartially and independently. Courts means everyone. Yes, in the court the judgments will be taken by the courts. Yes, In that court, the judge will be the important person. Yes. So, Vakil means the law person. Yes. So, he is also an important role in that court. Yes. So, this judiciary usually give a judgments relating disputes between individuals. Yes, they used to solve the problems of the individual persons, and they used to solve the problems of the individuals and the government, and they used to solve the problems of people of our state. Yes, and all the problems, which all the problems were there, this courts or this judiciary system used to get a solutions for that one. Okay, ಈಗ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಬಂತು, ಹೌದಾ, ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಕೊಲೆ ಆದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತಿ, ಅದು ಕೇಸ ಕೋರ್ಟಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೈತಿ. ಕೋರ್ಟಿಗೆ ಹೋದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವಕೀಲರು, ಜಡ್ಜಸ್ಗಳು ಮತ್ತು ವಕೀಲರು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮನ್ನು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ನಿಜವಾಗಿಯೂ ಆ ಒಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಕೊಲೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇ ಖರೆ ಆಗಿತ್ತು, ಬೈ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ದ ಎವಿಡೆನ್ಸಸ್, ಪ್ರೂಫ್ಸ್. ಎಸ್, ಇಫ್ ದಟ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ thief, or if that person was a murderer, so he will be get imprisoned, or he will go for the death of a life. Okay, next one, the Supreme Court. Under our constitution, we have a common judicial system for the entire country. This promotes national unity. The highest court of law in India is the Supreme Court only. The highest court means the biggest one, the largest one, judiciary system is only called a Supreme Court. Yes, so it consists of the Chief Justice of India and 25 other judges, and they are all appointed by the President of India. Yes, all the judges of the Supreme Court were appointed by the President of our India. So, in entire India, there were 25 Supreme Courts. Yes. The Supreme Court is in New Delhi. The Supreme Court is in New Delhi. Actually, there were 25 judges in Supreme Court. It's not in entire 25 Supreme Courts were not there. High Courts were there. High Courts were there, but 25 judges were there in Supreme Court. Understood? Yes, 25 Supreme Courts are not there. 25 judges are there in Supreme Court. Yes, which were appointed by the President. Okay, so at present we can see this Supreme Court in New Delhi, which is the capital of our nation, isn't it? So now we'll go for the High Courts. Yes, the High Court is the highest court in a state. The Supreme Court is the highest or the largest court in our India, but this High Courts, these were the highest or the largest courts in our state. Yes, so each and state is having a High Courts. Understood? The country of this India is having only one Supreme Court. The country of India is having Supreme Courts, and High Courts were in the state. The High Court of Karnataka is in Bengaluru. It consists of the Chief Justice and other judges also. There are 24 High Courts in our country. How many? There are 24 High Courts are there. Okay, so these High Courts were belongs to the states, but the Supreme Courts were belongs to the nation. Yes, so entire India we can see a 24 High Courts. Yes, in Karnataka, in Bengaluru we can see the High Court. Yes, so which are the qualifications of the High Court judge? For the judge, which are the qualifications he needs? He must be a citizen of India. Yes, must and should. He must be a citizen of India. He must have served under the Indian judiciary for at least 10 years. Minimum 10 years he have to get a service in Indian judiciary. Yes, 10 years service. Must have served an advocate of the High Court for 10 years. Not only in Indian judiciary he have to get a service at 10 years, even he have to get a service as an advocate in High Court 10 years. Yes, then only he will become the judge of the High Court. Yes. So in this yellow box, the courts of or the courts at various level. Supreme Court is always it's always in a national level. Okay, at present it is in New Delhi. So High Courts, it's a state level courts. Yes. So entire in India there were 24 High Courts. Yes. So subordinate courts. In subordinate courts we can see a district court. Yes. The magistrates court, the sub magistrates courts, and even Lok Adalats. Yes. So here I hope you people are understood the lesson. So if you will get any doubts regarding this entire lesson, you can ask me, you can call and you can ask me. Yes, I'll give you the answer for that questions. Okay, those doubts, whatever it may be. Yes. So after getting this video, make your own notes and send it to me, and even solve the exercise also. Yes, I'll give you the important questions of this lesson. Okay. So until then, take care of yourself. We'll meet in the next lesson.